And joining me is Anushka Sharma. Well, Anushka, Karl Lagerfeld says wearing sunglasses is like eyeshadow. It makes everything look young and pretty. Do you agree?
Yes. I think they add to like your cool quotient. It's a great accessory. In fact, if not the best accessory for somebody like me, it instantly kind of makes your outfit look like a look. So I do invest in good sunglasses.
Well, it's also said that big sunglasses hide all sins.
They hide sins? Yeah, I can understand why they say that.
Also, a lot of your colleagues are known to spot sunglasses, say, late evening and even in the night time. So what is it that they are hiding?
Yeah, but you've never seen me wear them in the night.
Shades are also a way of observing things and, people while keeping yourself invisible. So when you have your shades on, what is it that you like to observe?
When I have my shades on, I think sometimes, like, especially like, when you are traveling or, you want to be in your own zone. So I think it helps to kind of cut the world out. But at the same time, I think it's not really something that that's not the primary reason why I like to wear sunglasses. I think I just like wearing sunglasses because they go with my outfit. It kind of, like I said, accessorizes my outfit a little bit more than to kind of make it look, like I said, like a look. So yeah, but I think it can have, and like everything in life can work for different reasons for different people. So if you want to hide your sins, yeah, why not? Go ahead, wear sunglasses. If you want to hide your dark circles also.
So how does Anushka Sharma define brand, Anushka, and how do you pick and choose the brands that you want to associate yourself with?
I think that's something that I don't want to define, and I think that's something that people should kind of maybe define. But for me, it's very important that the brands that I endorse, that I actually have to believe in, because if I'm representing something and if I'm telling people to wear it or I'm vouching for it, then it has to come from a place of belief. And I think every brand that I endorse, I believe in. I actually use those products. Otherwise, I cannot vouch for them. So, like for Polaroid, it's a cool brand. It's fun. It's stylish. It's young, and I think it's something that I don't even have to think twice. Sometimes when you endorse brand, especially if it's to do with, styling, since this is to do with fashion, and if it doesn't go with your own sense of style, then it's a problem. But I think it fits my sense of style completely. I've actually wear the eyewear for my promotional events, and other in my personal life also. So I think it's very important that you endorse a brand that you believe in. So for me, that's very important, and it's something that I always look for.
And now talking movies, you're working on your next home production called Pari, and your look from the film really has us intrigued. So do you want to spill any beans?
See, the treatment is that of horror. I cannot divulge. It's not like a horror film where there are like things coming out of the closet and stuff like that, and things just jumping out. And it's not like that. Something hiding behind the door. But I mean, I guess it's too early to talk about it. But I'm really happy with the response that the first poster has received. And I guess one thing that people have noticed is the fact that it looks different. It's very engaging and very intriguing without kind of saying much. And I think that was the intent that we had. And I'm happy that it's been received that way also. And now, yeah, so the film's going to release in February, 9th February next year. And can't wait.
Also, Anushka, they say movies have their own destiny. Sometimes you have a whole lot of expectations from a film and it doesn't live up to that promise. So were you disappointed with the response that came in for Jab Harry Met Sejal?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, you want all your films to do well. You want people to like your films. But that's not going to be the case. It's something that you have to be aware of and mindful of, and I am. I'm not unrealistic. I don't have any unrealistic expectations of myself as an actor, and I realize that ultimately you can just do your best, but it is the audience who will decide for you, decide the fate of your films, and I respect that. and there's always something to learn from each film that you do, whether it does well or whether it does not do well. In both cases, and it's not like you learn more from either of the situations. So I think it's something that I completely own my success. I mean, I've had a lot of successful films to my credit, so I also kind of accept the average response to my last film, and that's completely okay. And I guess it's something that one has to be aware of, especially if you're, something that I always tell people also, that you don't be kind of bogged down by every step of your journey. It's important.
So at moments like these, do you revise your strategy and rethink your approach towards your projects?
See, you cannot immediately respond to failure, because your headspace cannot be right at the time. Why a film does well, why a film does not do well is something that you cannot ever know. I've had the biggest successes of Hindi film industry to my credit, and I was not sitting and thinking how those films worked either. So you have to you have to kind of just take it on the chin, and you have to move on, and not allow each step, like I said, each step to change your course of action. Your vision has to be very clear about for yourself, and then then you just kind of take things as they come.
And also on social media these days, reviews come in within seconds and they do influence public opinion. Do you feel that sometimes this actually is detrimental?
Yeah, I guess. But at the same time, when the film has been appreciated, and then those social media response works in your favor also. So.
And it's also a packed 2018 for you. You have the Sanjay Dutt biopic, and also Anand L Rise next with Shah Rukh Khan. So how is work on these projects coming along?
Well, I actually have just a cameo in the Sanjay Dutt biopic. I'm going to start filming for the Anand Rai film very soon. And then next year, after the release of Pari, I will start shooting for Sharat Kataria's film, Sui Dhaga with Varun. So I mean, I'm very excited with the kind of work that I'm doing, and the kind of films that I'm doing. And it's very hectic, moving from one role to the other, it's very taxing, and it demands a lot of my time and attention. But it's also very exciting.
You're one of the most enterprising stars. So after your own production company, you want to start your own clothing line, and also there is some news about you wanting to get into the restaurant business.
So yeah, but there's no truth to the second part of your question, but the first part, yes, I have also tweeted about it. So yes, I am going to be coming up with my own clothing brand, and it's something that is maybe too early to discuss right now, but I'm very excited about it, and very soon I would be able to talk more on it.
Also, your sense of style is casually chic, and that resonates with the youngsters. So how would you define your style statement or your style quotient?
It has to be something that is an extension of my own personality. So I think for me it's important to, while it's chic, comfortable, I don't like overdressing. I think for me minimalistic fashion speaks volumes, and I think something that like I said, it's just, for me, fashion is not such a big thing, but style is very, very important, So you can use the same trends that are in vogue right now, but you can kind of do it up differently, which is, I think, something that I try to do, and I don't take it as a pressure in my, on me. And I think that's very important, and that's something that I always also tell young girls, to kind of not be so consumed by this. It's part of your life. It feels good to look good. It's important that you enjoy yourself wearing good clothes, but you cannot kind of let that be the defining factor for yourself. And I think I don't allow that to happen to myself, and maybe that's why girls like the way I dress. And I think that's about it. So it should be trendy. It should be your own, an extension of your own personality, and individualistic.
You have a jam-packed schedule, and there doesn't seem to be a vacation in sight. So when you finally manage to put your feet up, what is it that you like to do?
I wish I for me, my life is contained right now, completely consumed by work. And whatever little time I have, I like to spend with family. So I think, and what else do you need actually, quite honestly? And if you're healthy, for me, these three things are the only important things: your work, your family, and health. And I think I'm kind of just spending all my time and energy is just focusing on these three things.
Well, as the song goes, the future is so bright, I need to wear shades, and it's totally apt for you. So thank you so much for talking to us, and continue doing the good work.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Nice talking to you.